Welcome to Biology My Passion. I am Soumya Harikrishna. We are going to discuss a few questions from the second chapter, Tissues. In the previous video, I discussed multiple choice questions from the fundamental unit of life. Before attempting these questions, it would be better if you can revise the lesson. Either you read the NCERT or go back to my videos on this lesson and learn and come back. This video includes the tissue questions from animals as well as plant tissues. Let's begin. The first question, choose the incorrect statement about the plant tissue. So here incorrect statement, be careful about such questions. Intercellular spaces are present in parenchyma tissue. So parenchyma means it's a simple tissue with space in between. The cells are arranged with some space in between. That space is called the intercellular space, means between the cell there is space. So that statement is a true statement. Irregular thickening at corners found in collenchyma. Yes, that is the characteristic feature of collenchyma. For them only the corners are thickened. So this is also correct statement. Sclerenchyma tissue has uniform thickening of lignin. Yes, you know the sclerenchyma fibers and sclerites, they have very thick wall due to the deposition of lignin. Okay, so in that way if you see the last one, meristematic tissue has large prominent vacuole. That is a wrong statement, because the meristematic tissues we have to learn 4 characteristic features. First, they have thin cell wall because they are rapidly dividing cells. Second, they have dense cytoplasm. They have prominent nucleus. And finally, they don't have vacuoles because they hardly store anything. So the incorrect option is option D. This is our correct answer. Which of the following is not a function of epidermis? You know, epidermis is the outermost thin covering of plant body. It protects the plant from parasitic invasion. Yes, all the infections are prevented by epidermis. It is like a skin for the plant. It helps the roots to absorb water and nutrients. Of course, in the root there are small outgrowths called root hairs which help in this process. It regulates gaseous exchange because the epidermis has got some stomata which can allow the gaseous exchange. It allows water loss. Actually, it prevents water loss. Sometimes the epidermis, it's a single layer rectangular cells like this. They have thick coating of waxy coating that is called a cuticle. This is for preventing water loss. So here the answer is it allows water loss is not a function of epidermis. The process by which meristematic tissue lose their ability to divide and is converted to permanent tissue is called a differentiation. So differentiation definition if asked, the process by which meristematic tissues lose their ability to divide and is converted into permanent tissue. Xylem and phloem are, if you see the classification of plant tissues, they are divided into dividing cells called meristematic cells and permanent cells. Permanent cells again divided into 2 types, simple tissues and complex tissues. Simple tissues have similar type of cells. They are 3 types, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. Whereas complex tissues are xylem and phloem. So here xylem and phloem are complex permanent tissues. It's the correct option. But let us see the other options also. Conducting tissues. Yes, xylem and phloem are also called conducting tissues because they help in conducting different substances. That is, xylem conducts water and minerals from the soil to the leaves, whereas phloem conducts prepared food to all parts of the plant. They are otherwise called a vascular tissue. So all these 3 are correct. So the answer is all of these. Water hyacinth, it's an aquatic plant, floats on water surface due to. So any plant gets buoyancy by air. So here specialized parenchyma cells called aerenchyma provide buoyancy because they have got large intercellular space where air can be trapped. Tissue found in hard covering of seeds and nuts. So wherever you come across this word hard, it is nothing but sclerenchyma. Which tissue is present in the soft part of plant like cortex and pith? You know, cortex and pith are coming inside the plant tissues, that is in the stem or root. So which tissue is present? Usually parenchyma is present in those parts. So the answer is parenchyma. A tissue responsible for transformation of stem of a plant into trunk when it grows into a tree. See, from a herbaceous small plant, when a small plant is becoming a huge tree, you know, the stem from the soft condition, it becomes a thick trunk. So this is due to a process called a secondary thickening. So the cell helping in that, or the tissue responsible for this, is cambium. The tissue which provides flexibility to plants. So collenchyma are the tissues which provide flexibility so that we can bend the branch of a plant without breaking it. Which of the following is a dead phloem element? In phloem, most of the cells are living. The components of phloem are sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fiber. Of this, only phloem fiber is the dead tissue. Guard cell and stomata are found in, because stomata means the stomatal aperture. It is supported by two kidney-shaped cells called guard cells. So where are they found? They are found in the epidermis of leaf. Which one of the following is incorrect regarding cork? Cork means the bark of the tree. Cork has thickening of lignin. Cork is formed as a result of secondary growth in plants. That is correct. Cork is thick and impervious to gases. Yes, it is multi-layered, and cork is made up of dead cells. But here cork has thickening of lignin is wrong. Of course it has thickening, but it is due to another chemical called suberin. Which of the following is incorrect about areolar tissue? We are coming to animal tissues. It helps in repair of tissues, correct. It supports internal organs, correct. It is found around blood vessels and nerves, also correct. But it stores fat is wrong, because fat storing tissues are called adipose tissues. Which of the following statements are not true regarding muscular tissue? Striated muscles are multinucleated and branched. So if you remember, it is an unbranched structure, but it is multinucleate. So this first statement itself is not true, but we will see anything else is not true. Smooth muscles are uninucleate and spindle shaped. Yes, of course, that is the correct answer. Cardiac muscles are uninucleate and branch. Yes, we know they are branched like this, but they have uninucleate structure. So that is also correct. Then striations are present in cardiac muscles. Yes, faint striations are present. So here the answer is B, only one. That is, first statement is the only wrong statement given here. Which of the following statements are not true regarding epithelial tissue? You know, epithelial tissue is the covering tissue in our body. Cells are loosely packed. Actually, it's wrong, because the cells are closely packed. So this is actually not true. These are protective and covering tissue. Yes, they are protective and covering tissue. Skin is composed of simple squamous epithelium. That's also wrong, because skin has a stratified squamous epithelium that is multi-layered. Then cuboidal epithelium provides mechanical support. Yes, that's the function. So here both 1 and 3 are the wrong statements. The matrix of cartilage is composed of. Cartilage is a soft bone. So here calcium and phosphorus, sugar and protein, sugar and lipids and protein. The answer is sugar and protein. That's why it is flexible. Ciliated epithelium is present in. Suppose this epithelial cells, I am drawing columnar epithelium. It has got cilia present in it. We call it a ciliated epithelium. So usually they are found in the trachea. What is trachea? Trachea means our windpipe through which the inhaled air is going to the lungs. So this ciliated epithelium help in filtering the air out of dust. And oviduct. Oviduct is the fallopian tube which is collecting the egg released by the ovary to the uterus. So trachea and oviduct have cilia for different purposes. Tendons and ligaments are types of. Tendons and ligaments are types of connective tissues. What is the difference between tendons and ligaments? Tendons connect bones to muscles, whereas ligaments connect bone to bone. Lymph differ from blood in possessing only WBC, more WBC and fewer RBCs, more RBCs and fewer WBCs, only RBCs. Actually, the lymph contains only WBC. They do not possess any RBC in it. Blood is a type of connective tissue. Tissue present in the iris of eye. Iris of eye has smooth muscular tissue. Tissue present in the kidney tubule. Kidney tubules are called nephrons. They have supporting tissues, that is cuboidal epithelium, which gives mechanical support to the tubules. Bone is made up of cells known as, bone is a tissue. So any tissue is made up of cells. So here the cells are called osteocytes. Zigzag thickening in cardiac muscle is called intercalated disc. Tissue present in alveoli of lungs is. Alveoli is a very thin surface through which the exchange of gases take place. So it is made up of simple squamous epithelium to facilitate diffusion. Muscles involved in the movement of legs are. So leg is a voluntary organ. So we have striated muscles or skeletal muscles. Extracellular fibrous matrix which separates epithelial tissue from underlying tissue. There is basement membrane separating it. So the answer is C. Long tail-like cylindrical process of nerve cell. So if you look at a nerve cell, you know there is a cell body. It has got small branches in its head region or the cell body. They are called dendrons, which branch into dendrites, and one of the branches is very long, that is called axon, and axon also will end in branches called axonite, which further divides and ends in a synaptic node. So here the long tail-like cylindrical process is axon. Electrical signal that transmits along a neuron, that is called a nerve impulse. Which of the following statements are true about adipose tissues? It stores fat. Yes, it stores. It helps in repair of tissue. No. It is located below the skin. Yes, that is called subcutaneous. It acts as supporting and packaging tissue. No. These two are for areolar tissue. So our answer is 1 and 3. Option B. Hope these questions were useful to you. If so, please like, share and subscribe to my channel Biology My Passion. Thank you for watching.